Hey guys, it's Toebox Pat. Welcome back to how to level up super fast in the brand new Fortnite season so you guys can unlock your bonus rewards as quickly as possible and get that level 200. XP has officially changed this season. There's been a few adjustments on the side, so I want to mention everything to you guys so you get a full understanding of which is the best method to use from BR to Creative to UofM to save the world. We're going to be breaking it all down in today's video. Let's jump on in. So, first off, obviously, it's 200 levels to get to the max this season, which is a total of 16 million XP, coming in at 80,000 per level. That's going to come in handy when we do these calculations real quick in my head. Like always, I can do these pretty fast, so hopefully we can get this done for you guys and explain the challenge section and the BR section. So BR, when you're playing Battle Royale inside of Fortnite, obviously the normal game mode Battle Royale, which is in the epic section up here, this will give you roughly around, I'd say, 30,000 per game if you win, open all your ammo boxes, open all your chests, and that's going to be every half an hour. So it would take roughly about an hour and a half to an hour to get one level, depending on how you perform in them games, or it may even take longer. Obviously, that's not including doing any challenges in the game or any milestones or anything like that, which will come in as well to boost that level. So roughly BR, hour and a half is one level. So, what about challenges? What's good about them? Well, this season we've seen a bunch of changes to challenges. First off, we've got these new Optimus Prime challenges. These give you a total of 3.75 levels, assuming that there's part 1 and part 2, 80,000 per level. We add all these up, assuming the others are 5 quests at 30,000. It's going to give you 3.75 per that there. So, Transformers quest, the Optimus Prime stuff, will give you just under 4 levels. So that's pretty good. Snapshots, sadly, so far, don't look like they're going to be giving you much XP, coming in at only 30,000 per stage. 2 stages, that's 60,000. That's just under 1 level. But you do get the little free aura reward if you want to. And I'm assuming these are going to be bonus snapshots that are going to get added in throughout the season, so we can locate new NPCs and obviously get ourselves some free rewards. So not really too heavy XP focus them. Definitely avoid them. They're not really a priority if you're not really too bothered about the rewards. Just do them casually. Don't focus them. Okay, ranked. Sadly, no XP rewards inside of ranked. Next one is daily. Daily's seen not many changes, really, to be fair. It's very similar to what it has been in the past, coming in at roughly 15,000 per daily quests complete. At the top up there, you've got your kind of like daily quest complete section. You can see I have actually done one already. Usually there's 3 up there, totaling roughly 45,000. Then you obviously get your discover quest if you want to do it, or your dailies. You can just do 3 of any of these, and obviously the dailies at the top to complete them, and that will give you a bonus XP overall, coming in at 48,000 per day. Now if you do this for all 76 days of the season starting from today, that's going to give you a total of 45 levels from your dailies. So pretty good, right? Okay, so moving on to weeklies. These are a little bit complicated this season. Quite hard to explain, but I'll try my best, so listen closely. So, first off, we've got the weekly bonus goals. There's 5 in total of these all season, and it takes 2 weeks to complete the goal, because you can see there's 12 there. You've got to complete 12 weekly quests, but there's only 6 per week, because these are in stages of 2. However, these stages of 2 do increase. You've got a 20,000, a 30,000, and a 40,000. So, in total, that's going to give you roughly, for week 1, 180,000, and then obviously for week 2 will be 180,000 as well, plus the 45. That's a total of 5 levels every single 2 weeks, just over 5 levels every 2 weeks, which in total over the 10-week period, what it says it's going to be here, is going to give you a total of 54 levels. So pretty solid stuff there on the weeklies, coming in at 54 levels. Then we have milestones. Now milestones have changed entirely, making it a little bit easier to follow in your quest panel, but a little bit more annoying to do and quests that you may not want to do. Milestones have been separated into challenge quests, combat quests, and exploration quests. You now have to complete these to get your milestone. The way milestones roughly work is it actually averages out at roughly 30 levels if you do every single milestone throughout the entire season. You're never going to do that though in reality. You don't really want to focus your milestones. It's not worth getting that 30 levels. So in total, from all of the challenges, if you did every single one, including every single milestone, you'd get 133 levels at its current state. 133 from all the challenges seems low, but it's not when you add in BR to that as well. You'd probably be around level 180 plus. You may even be over 200. Probably would be over 200 from doing all your challenges if you did your dailies every day as well. So you would be. You'd be about 240 easily with your Battle Royale 30,000 per game, because that milestone one would take forever to do. So you would definitely make it just from that. But it's a slow method. So how do you do this efficiently and fast? Well, that's where Creative comes in. So Creative currently has 2 ways of running XP, UEFN and Creative 1.0. Let's start with UofM, because I've had a lot of success with that recently, getting a lot of XP. So if you're looking at a map to do your UofM XP stuff on, I highly recommend doing it on my 50v50 map, because the lobbies run for over 4 hours, and you can definitely rack up some full XP by staying in the entire lobby, even if you are grabbing tea or something during it. So it's pretty effective. So what do you do? How do you get people in this? How does it work? How does UofM stuff work? So I was playing my 50v50 big battle with the code on screen if you want to pop in, and I just simply played it for about 4 hours. I had tea during it, I had like a snack, I went downstairs for a bit, went outside, came back up, was still playing it, you know, just in and out of the game, just having a chill time, but not fully focused on it, just doing it as like a side task. And this is how much XP I got, you can see on screen. And this was only one of the pages. I put some other pages that kept coming on with some errors, but I haven't added them into this total. But that's a total of 402,000 XP, which is crazy. For roughly about 3 hours it was, and then eventually I left because I got in a little bit late. So that comes in total about 5 levels just from 1 day worth of UEFN, which is insane. That's insane stuff. And your UEFN stuff can potentially be capped eventually, but this was over the 400,000 rumored cap. So what is going on there, I don't know. But even if your UFN stuff does get capped after you've got your 5 levels out of it, which is 400,000, you can then go into Creative 1.0 and start earning extra experience there. So it kind of works as 2 separate game modes. Remember, UEFN XP can take up to an hour after playing the mode to be granted. It does not get granted instantly. And going off my calculations, you're roughly averaging about 1,600 XP per minute in UEFN the more you play. So it gets up more and more the more you play. So definitely try it out, guys, on the UEFN map with the code on screen. So jumping onto Creative 1.0, let's go over the XP methods inside of here. In Toebox, you can get XP from dropping in the bots and getting eliminations. This is personally my favourite map that I use for ranking up out of my ones, because it's really effective, because if you get an elimination, you gain XP, but also if you get eliminated, you then gain that XP again if you jump back in the box. So it's like if you get elim, you get XP. If you get eliminated, you get XP. It's a win-win both ways. Also, headshot XP is insane here, up to 19,000, which is crazy if you can hit them headshots. There's also challenges in here, from AR challenges at the top left and the playtime XP. They can give you up to 60,000 XP if you can earn them. And also, henchman farming is an option as well. There's a bunch of henchmen that spawn inside of here, so you can go up to them, eliminate them, and farm them for necessary resources if you think you want to do that and get XP through them. They spawn in consistently. That's why the henchmen are in here, so you guys can practice your aim against them and use them to level up. So feel free to use the henchmen to your advantage if you do see them. They've got really bad aim, they're not very effective, they've got the lowest aim possible, so generally they don't hit you, you don't need to fear them, they're easy to take out. So feel free to give them a go and take them out. There's not that many of them, they can spawn up to 12 and they spawn like every 20 seconds, so make sure you're checking on them constantly, because if you do spot them, you can get a lot of XP from them. Look at the amount of XP I'm getting from them here, very effective, and it can be really useful in different situations. Now moving on to our next map, which is Toy War. The code's on screen for this one as well. I'm doing this video a little bit differently, just a little bit shorter than usual. Usually I'd take forever talking about this, but yes, Toy War is similar to Toebox. Again, you gain XP for dropping in the box. You also gain XP for eliminating players, which can be really effective. You know, being able to eliminate players is just super handy, so feel free to try and take out as many players as possible. You can have fun with all the weapons inside of here, just like Toybox. Everything's inside of here. There's also your sniper challenge at the top left, as well as your playtime challenge as well, so easy elimination there as well, with a nice little rocket takedown on the plane. And again, coming in at around 4,000 XP. It's really effective. You can get up to that. Now again, XP does differ from person to person. You may only be getting 1,000 per elim, you may be getting slightly less. It depends how much creative you've played and how far you are on your cap on that day. Like I said, if that is the case, then maybe just play creative for about an hour or so, then switch over to UEFN. Mixing between UEFN and creative will be the most effective way of ranking up this season. You have to know when the right time is to switch over to a UEFN map and when the right time is to switch back to a creative 1.0. Because they're 2 separate XP pools, you can really take advantage of both of them, and that's what I've been doing to level up super fast, and I think that should help you guys out as well. So definitely give it a go, guys. Make sure you rotate in between these maps. The UFM map, which I posted earlier, it's really effective. You can see XP in here is pretty perfect. Good elimination XP. Again, henchmen are in here as well that can be farmed in the center. You can get elimination XP, and get it varies. You can see how mine's going up and down. It's random. You may be on more, you may be on less. And obviously the henchmen are in here as well. Make sure you're farming them if you do see them. You can see we've got the shadow henchman there, which you can take out in the center. Again, a little bit less XP that time, but it is random. Again, I can't consistently guarantee what XP you're going to get, but if you do play it from time to time and you get your timings right between UEFN and 1.0, you will get effectiveness XP and be able to level up super fast. So the next map is 50 Fashion FN. I'm going to break down basic XP on this, but mainly I've got a video in the past where I've done it in huge depth showing every XP method. But simply, you can search eggs in here. There's 7 different Easter eggs around the map you can find. Obviously, chests as well can be searched. There's a bunch of these search crates that I've placed around the map inside of here. I've actually put some huge towers in for people inside of here to level up quickly on, which I'll probably show in a short or something. I don't want to reveal all the secrets in here because I feel bad for the actual regular player base. But if you do play 50 Fashion a lot, you will get used to the XP in here and it will be super effective. A lot of players do play this, not just for the XP, but obviously for the fashion show. You can see people have got their custom themes on here, and you can get a ton of XP from simply just playing the show. The new jungle updates inside of here as well. There's lots of things you can search for XP, lots of ways of earning XP just by playing the show. I've actually got max accolades placed down in this map, so there's so many different methods of earning XP. I've talked about it in past XP videos, so if you want a full breakdown of every nitty gritty thing on 50 Fashion to level up, I have got it in the past XP videos. I just really can't be bothered doing it again, just because I've done it every single season, and I'm sure you guys have watched the past ones. If you haven't, I will link one at the end, and you can just go back and watch a previous XP video and skip to the 50 Fashion segment, and it breaks down everything. But you can get XP for heading into this emote round. There's a secret button in here, which isn't very secret, but it's on the wall. I'm not going to show you it now, but you can get XP in there. And obviously, if you win the fashion show, you can also gain XP. You gain XP for getting through the final. Once you're in the show, you get XP. It's just amazing. It's one of the top maps that I use casually. If you want to play something different like a fashion show and earn XP at the same time, it's super effective. Third place, 22,000. I know first gets even more, and second as well gets just as much. And there's mini games in here as well. Each mini game gives its own XP. The shooting range, for example, that also gives XP. Only small amounts, the shooting range, but it's fun to try out. The shooting range is actually going to be being closed soon, so I'm planning on closing that and changing it to something else. So make sure you use it while you can. And other mini games will be opening just to free up some memory and try and make the fashion show run a little bit more smoother. Just because there's so much going on in here. There's 4 mini games, a whole fashion show. It's a crazy map, but super effective, and yeah, definitely try out the different stuff. So moving on to Tilted Prop Hunt real quick. Inside of this one, it's simply gaining XP for collecting the coins, eliminating props, or hiding as the prop, or getting your playtime challenge at the top left. That is it. A lot of people in here will literally come in here, get the coins, and mainly just do that currently because it's a little bit easier if the lobby's quieter. Now, Tilted Prop Hunt has been quite a quiet game mode recently because Prop Hunt has just kind of died out across Fortnite entirely, so not many people are really playing Tilted Prop Hunt compared to what it used to be. But if you want a nice quiet lobby and just want to be able to search around, you can see how many players are in these now, by the way, with the new system. So if no one's in it, it's up to you if you want to go in or not. But yeah, Tilted Prop Hunt's quite effective. Mainly here, I'm just getting the coins, but yes, you do gain XP for eliminating the props. And if you do hunt a prop, the prop will then ping to everybody, so it'll kind of give the XP across to everyone in the match. So it's a super effective way. And if you are a prop and you're hiding, you gain XP every 3 minutes. That's the way this map works. It's pretty effective. There's only a few XP methods in it, meaning it's a lot higher across the board. Next one is Tilted One Shot. Now in here, it's a little bit interesting because the way Tilted One Shot works is if you eliminate someone, you gain XP for the elimination. You can also gain headshot XP in here, and you get multiple XP in here. So as you keep getting like a kill streak, double, you can get like a triple kill streak, a quad kill streak, depending on how many you get, it just keeps going up and up, and it gets up to 4 is the max you can get, I think, and then it resets back down to single, double, triple, 4, or 5 maybe. I can't remember what I set it to, but each one gives you more and more because less people earn it. So it's quite an effective one. The code is on screen if you want to play Tilted Towers in a one-shot game mode. It's a really decent map. Anyway, let's talk about Save the World briefly while we leave this gameplay running. So Save the World is a little bit interesting for XP if you own it or if you play Save the World. To be honest, Save the World is past its lifespan now. They don't really do updates for it anymore, and they haven't done a major update in about 2 years, I think. I think they did one kind of mini update where they had like a mini event, but they don't really update it anymore. But here's a little preview of all the different XP you can earn in Save the World. The current cap is 4 levels at 32 or 320,000 XP is the cap, and also quest XP does not count towards the cap. So it must be a separate XP system there from the quest if they do introduce it. But currently the cap on mainly all the missions is at that. Now you can take a little look at all the missions on screen here. Here's the wave endurance stuff, is what people usually did for the XP farming, coming in at like wave 29, wave 30. But it would take around 3 hours or so to complete all these waves, and you'd also need the equipment to do it. So to be honest, it's not really worth spending your time doing that. You could spend your time in creative and get that XP a lot faster. If you switch between UEFN and creative 1.0, you could do it probably within 2 hours. So it's not really worth doing that. However, if you are a Save the World fan, then this is obviously good for you. Then In the middle section here on the next picture, which I want to put on here, we've got a overview of the different missions from defense and attack missions. You can see they are quite low XPs compared to the endurances, but they're shorter time period. But some of them could take up to 30 minutes to complete. So generally speaking, some of these aren't really worth doing all the time. Storm King's actually super low down there, but it can be quite quick, I guess, if you've got a good squad. So, you know, the XP on there isn't really worth it. Some of them can take a very long time to do, up to half an hour plus. Then the dungeon side, same with that as well. The XP on that it's mid, but it depends on where you're at and how effective you are on Save the World and how quickly you can do these levels. But a lot of them are on a timer base. Sometimes you'll retrieve all the survivors and you've just got to wait out the timer, and it can kick you if you're AFK. They did introduce a AFK kick mechanic in Save the World a long time ago. So it's not really that effective. You've really got to play at it. So it's up to you. If you own Save the World and you are pretty good at it and a regular player, then obviously you can do this. But if you're not, I wouldn't recommend getting into Save the World for XP farming. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Feel free to rewatch any segment of it. I will link last season's XP video for the 50 fashion overview and the prop hunt overview in more depth. I just don't see the point of doing it again. I keep doing it every single season and it's just kind of frustrating. So yeah, feel free to watch it. I will link it there. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.